Everybody, welcome back to the homestead. So we just finished another project using almost all completely scraps. So we had
because my wife throws nothing away.
Well, eventually I do the little bits, but all of our propane tanks used to be sitting out like these two here, and we use these for our dryer and then also our grill. And we grill a lot. Like I'm gonna say at least 2 times a week, 3 times.
Yeah,
4 times.
I'll grill all winter long. I don't care.
Depends. So this was made almost completely out of scraps. We did have a couple expenses with the 2 handles and the 4 hinges. But actually, I think I brought 3 of the hinges from Pennsylvania with us.
Yeah, because one of them was wonky.
We had to buy one here. And then the only other expense we had was 2 complete pressure-treated 2x4s. All the others are scraps that are in there and stuff. So I didn't like how it looked with... oh, and these are scraps left over from... Actually, the Bruce Gets new bagging machine... we brought wood back from Pennsylvania with us because I can't throw anything away. Katrina was like really mad that we brought all this wood back, but all of that wood has been used so far except for 2 4x4 pieces, because we also are having our little roof done on the garage, but that'll be a separate one. Anyway, so this
You're not allowed to hear about that one yet.
This was scrap left over also, but I didn't like the way that the propane tanks just look sitting here. I'm such a stickler for like how things look and like.
Yeah, but then we had to like dig them out too when we wanted to, like if we needed one.
Snow,
and, yeah.
they get covered with snow. But so the boards across the front are actually left over from the actual original building. So it was left by the prior owners. We didn't have quite enough, but I wanted to use it up for something. So on the sides, it does look different. This is Trex, but that's left over
from that project.
That project was done getting the whole bottom of the house sealed up, because we actually had, prior to us moving in here, there was a pack rat situation underneath the house and they chewed through the PEX water line and everything. So now this house is impenetrable underneath, and it also keeps the wind out because wind is your enemy with pipes under your house. So we didn't have any freezing issues this past winter, and it got to -26. So the winter before, it only got to -15, and we had freezing issues. So last year we were good.
You know, everybody back in Pennsylvania is going, only -15?
Only -26, right? I've been in -65 in Montana, like 10 or 12 years ago.
Isn't that when you're like,
to hunt?
Your oil jacket froze or something?
Oh yeah, I have, well, it's kind of like this, but it's an actual oiled jacket, and it froze solid. My snot was freezing. It was lovely.
Lovely.
I know.
Snotsicles.
Right? I know. So anyway, the whole house is impenetrable now, and it actually keeps the draft out from underneath the house as well. So this is really, like, we worked hard on this.
We did math.
And Christina came up and helped us one day also, but, like, we put little edges across the front because we had extra tin left over. We put this nice edge across the back. Come here and look at these nice little cuts along the side. Like, little fancy stuff. Like we did pretty good.
We cut angles.
We did. We cut angles. And so these are our 2 tanks that are for the dryer right now. And then we have 8 tanks stored inside. And we're pretty excited about it. So just want to share. And then we have our workstation over here. Katrina and I have a lot of tools. We are literally self-sufficient. So we've got our table saw that we use for cutting stuff up. And since had to walk through that, didn't you?
She did.
Since this is Trex material, we make sure that we clean this up so it's not getting down into the ground and stuff like that. We have our little what's that saw called?
It's a miter saw.
A miter saw. But when people come up to help us, like our buddy James is coming up and doing a ton of work for us and stuff.
You'll hear about this later.
We pretty much have every tool possible that he needs.
Yeah, it's funny when, anybody's up helping us. It's like, hey, do you have?
Right,
Probably.
We have it. Yeah, the only thing we didn't have was a brad nailer, because he's actually finishing the dining room right now for us.
He's doing all the pretty trim stuff, and he wanted the brad nailer.
That's the only thing that we didn't have because we never had a need for it before. But
and I can't use it for anything else. Like,
right.
And
but otherwise, impact drills, drivers, everything, grinders, everything possible you can think of, we actually have, which is freaking awesome. So anyway, yeah. So I guess hopefully after this weekend, the dining room's going to be done, except for painting and staining and stuff like that. And hopefully this will be done too, because we ran out of all of our extra tin. Currently right now, the only tin we have left is one little tiny piece of brown over here. It's maybe 2 foot by 38 inches. And that might be if we build another box here to actually enclose this at some point. And then over here, small piece of green. I think that's 5 feet by 38 inches. And then a couple like weird
Trimmy things.
trim things that were left over when the pole barn was built. Because yesterday we used up a bunch of our black tin scraps also, because we enclosed and finished off our little chicken hut for the teenagers. The young chicks that we raised up, laying chicks that we raised up this spring. We built them a little hut, but it only had a tin roof on it. The sides weren't done yet, so we finished that off yesterday. So this area is finally going to be cleaned up. And like I said, if anybody knows me and my OCD, I can't stand stuff just laying around. Everything has a place, and place has to be in it. Like, it's crazy. So anyway, that's our project we got done. Very proud of it. Ooh, I don't know. It's cool.
All right.
All right.
Say bye, Felicia.
Bye, Felicia. Great day on the homestead. We're going to go do another project, which is some work in the chicken hut. No, the rabbit hut right now. Putting some latches on it, things like that. So anyway, cheers. Peace out from the homestead. Love you. Bye.